What's good, world? It's your boy King Mike coming at you live and direct with a video, man. And Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes went out there last night and laid a giant egg in the middle of the ring, man. They completely took a giant deuce in the middle of the ring, man. That promo was horrible, man. Like lackluster is too strong of a word, man. Lackluster seemed like it would actually give it some credit, man. That promo was bad. You know what I'm saying? And like they went out there and they didn't say anything really, bro. They was just talking a bunch of jibber jabber, man. And it's eh, like this thing was hyped up. You know what I'm saying? People was excited for it. People want to see it, man. And they completely failed the mission. They completely failed the mission, man. But it speaks to
Before you get into what he get into this video, I for one agreed. The promo last night was it was like it felt something was just weird. I said it in my Discord. Join the Discord, by the way. I'll leave the stream the link in the stream comments. But yeah, the promo last night, I'm not sure what it was, but something was off, bro. Like something was off between Roman and Cody. And when I say that, like I said, all right, I'll just focus on this promo last night. It feels like it's more so Cody versus Rock than it is Cody versus Roman. And I think with what we're about 2 weeks away from Mania, we should be getting to the point where it's some physicality. I would have loved if last night ended off with a brawl. I would have loved if last night ended off with something. Everything was just weird from the beginning to the end. Roman didn't even say acknowledge me yesterday, or he didn't tell the city to at least. It's something was just off. Something was just off, and I think they missed the mark. Is highly indicative of what's been going on this entire build. This entire build has been ruined due to Seth, due to The Rock. And we're forgetting the two main components of this is Cody and Roman, is the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. That's the main component. That's what matters in all of this. That's what all of this matters for. It sucks. It sucks. It really does, because we're so worried about Cody getting his spot back from Rock that should have never been taken from him in the first place. Now he's going to get into why he feels like he disagrees with a prior take of mine. But if we 100% agree, do I think it was horrible? You could argue. I'm not going to argue against it being horrible, but is that how you do it? Hold on. I forgot how you do this. Can you have your channel drink? What? My bad. I was trying to see. But yeah, that it was definitely something off last night. It was, and Cody was off the mark. Roman was so nonchalant about everything that it ruined last night's promo. And Roman called it out. Like the stuff that Cody was saying, he said it in reverse to Rock. So yeah, I'll definitely say drop the ball. I wouldn't go as far as to say it was horrible, but I see why other people would. I definitely do. So, how do I just go back and forth? Like, I need to figure that out. Let's see. Wow.
a bigger issue at hand, right? Because there's some people out here and they feel a way about The Rock and all this stuff, man. They're mad because The Rock is overshadowing people like Roman Reigns and people like Cody Rhodes. But if you're a star of the
Me.
magnitude of The Rock, you don't even have to try to overshadow this crap. You know what I'm saying? It speaks to the fact of what I've been saying ever since I started this YouTube channel, man. Wrestling has got to a point where this shit is cool, man. Like what we saw last night, yeah, we saw a bad promo, but if you read between the lines, what we really saw was what wrestling has been over the past 15 years, man. Because if the Rock would have never came back, let's just look at that in a vacuum. If the Rock would have never came back and saved this WrestleMania, bro, this whole entire road would be so much worse than what it is. Like the fact that we even have the Rock as a factor is the only thing. It's the only thing saving this WrestleMania, bro.
I think you gotta think like where you lose me at is last year's WrestleMania bill was amazing. It was. It really was. Last year's WrestleMania was amazing. And it was because we got we got promos back and forth. It was a very concise promo. They were going against each other. Yes, Dusty was brought up a lot. Yes, families were brought up a lot, but we definitely had a focused narrative. We had a focused, what we wanted to do was obvious. Cody was the underdog. He got to finish the story. It's Dusty's kid versus Dusty's actual kid. Rock made this a problem. Rock didn't save anything. If you ask me, Rock didn't save anything. The Rock made a mess and he got booed for it. He got jeered for it. And now he found a way to make himself look better out of all this, but at risk of Seth Rollins, at risk of Roman's reign, at risk of the WWE championship, at risk of Cody Rhodes, all validity of these people. The Rock ruined all that. The Rock did because he made it about himself. So are we going to repeat the same thing as last year? No, we don't repeat the same thing as last year. I'm not saying that, of course not. But you have the only part about the main thing about this last year since Cody lost at WrestleMania 39 is the fact that we haven't seen any character development in Cody Rhodes. That's where they could at least did that. They alluded to it where they had Cody lose to Drew McIntyre the same way they had the way when you have Cody Rhodes lose to Drew McIntyre the same way he lost to what's his name? Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39. You could show Cody's learning, like, okay, I need to take out the bloodline. And he could do that himself. But when you add The Rock into it and then you add Seth into it, when Seth has his own feud going on, so you kind of have to intertwine them. And then Jey Uso, like, I don't mind the Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes thing. Like, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. But adding Seth into it, you just conflate, you just add to, you just overcomplicate it. And that's been my biggest problem with AEW. That's been my biggest problem with WWE. They overcomplicate too much. Wrestling is simple. It's simple. You make the characters, you make the story simple so you can focus on the characters. That's what you do with storytelling. Make the story simple. You make the story simple so you can focus on the characters. They've conflated the story so much that they can't focus on the characters. Now it's, will Roman betray Rock? Will Rock betray Roman? Will Cody betray Seth? Will Seth betray Rock? Or will Seth betray Cody? It's all conflated. Now, can Seth focus on Drew? Like what? You overdid it. You overthought it. You put too much into it, and now it's no focus. There's no linear focus. There's no single focus. We lost the plot. We lost the plot of finishing the story. What is even the story at this point? Is it defeating Rock or is it defeating Roman? Is it getting the championship or is it defeating Roman? Like, what is the story at this point? Why is Seth helping out his biggest op, one of his biggest op, to help his other biggest op? It's why haven't they more so alluded to, like, I get the slow burn thing, but they're so slow with it. Like, even last night, like I said, Roman Reigns just dusted off the whole Rock final boss shit. So over these last 2 weeks, they just go focus on it more. It's not good to not know what's going on all the time. I agree. What you mean? What you mean the plot was lost though? What you mean the plot was lost? How is it Rock's fault that he is better than he's not better than everyone else though. He's not though. He just gets away with more stuff than everybody else does. Yeah, like don't conflate him having the advantages of being able to cut 20-minute promos on the internet and say stuff that other people. You think Roman Reigns can say crackheads? You think Cody Rhodes can do shit like that? You think Cody Rhodes can say Roman Reigns was a mistake? The only no, he's not better than everybody else. No, he's not. He just gets away with a lot more than other people do. You seen what happened when people didn't give a fuck. CM Punk ain't give a fuck. He cooked Rock. John Cena ain't give a fuck. He cooked Rock. But then you got a businessman like Cody Rhodes who will fucking get on his knees for the betterment of the business, who will cut a finger off for this business, who will fucking kill himself for this business, to do what the business needs him to do, or what he'll even tell the business this is wrong. The Rock taking my spot at WrestleMania is wrong, but I'll do it if that's what y'all want to do. That's Cody. Cody isn't going to go there. Seth, he only I don't know what the fuck Seth doing. Like, oh my god, him being in this has just been horrible. Other than the one time where he said The Rock was going through a midlife crisis, he hasn't helped this at all. He hasn't. It should be Sami Zayn, not. It should be Sami Zayn, not whatever. If you gotta have The Rock in it, have Sami Zayn in it, not Seth. Right? Well, why are we giving Rock credit when he got writers and all this shit behind him? Like, what are we talking about? Rock got writers. He got 20. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What did CM Punk say? What did CM your tired ass shtick? That shit is tired. That shit only pops the crowd. Punk CM Punk was still cook Rock. Cody Rhodes, I still believe can cook Rock. He got to let go of this good guy shit. Like, go Homelander. That's what I want. This is what y'all really want to hate. Y'all go hate to hear this. Roman would cook Rock, bro. I think Seth at his best would cook Rock. Drew McIntyre would cook Rock. Who plays a serious character right now? Cody or who? Who we talking about? Everybody in this looks stupid. Everybody in this looks dumb because of two people. Well, because of one person, and he had to bring another person in. The Rock. Who else we talking about? We talking about 5 people, bro. What are you talking? The Rock isn't playing a serious character. He just had a fucking. The last time we seen him, he was doing a rock concert. What are we talking about? No, he is not. He's playing PC Principle. This is The Rock right now. This is who y'all talking about playing a serious character right now. What are we? This is The Rock right now. What are we talking about, bro? This is the serious character. Hold on. This is The Rock right now. This is this is The Rock right now. Hold on. This is The Rock. This is the person I'm supposed to take serious, bro. Like, this is the person I'm supposed to take serious, bro. Bro, no, bro. He's doing the same thing he was doing 10 years ago. He's doing the same thing he was doing 10 years ago, which is dumbass jokes, crackheads, and all this and that. And it's go pop the crowd. He go pop the crowd, yes, because it's something they ain't heard in a while. Who else is calling people crackheads? Yes, that's gonna get the crowd. That's go like yes, it's gonna pop the crowd because how many people calling people crackheads in 2024? But if we getting down to the nitty gritty, that's what. Yes, he's great at that. But if we get into the nitty gritty of mic work, the person shirt I'm wearing right now, the goat, he can't fuck with Punk. Tell me like even his serious promo, he alluding to Disney shit. It was a good line, but still, I'm saying like y'all giving you only bringing up his jokes. You're not bringing up his menacing. What the fuck has been menacing? What the fuck has been menacing? He's not playing his character right. Nah, I won't. It's more than just it ain't for me at this point. He's not doing his job right. What do y'all think is for the people who defending this stuff? Tell me what is The Rock's job? It's supposed to be the menacing heel. It's supposed to be the heel who you want to see lose. It's supposed to be the boss character that you want to see lose. Saying he gonna beat the skin off Cody back, that's not menacing. That's great. That's great. But at the same time, the problem with that is it you're taking away from Roman. It's not Cody versus Rock. It's not. It's not Cody versus Rock. Yes, that's great, but also we had to sit through 20 minutes of a fucking concert to get to that. That line is great. That shit is great. But you're giving me one line of a 20-minute promo. It's not The Rock's fault that he wants to put more effort in than than Roman. I can see that, but at the same time, this is also the guy who just went away for like what? What was the last time his last match was? I don't know. It's just fun in my opinion. It's entertaining. Yes, okay, it's fun, but at the same time, when it was fun when he buried Rusev. It was fun when he was calling John Cena Fruity Pebbles. But who the fuck does that help? Like who the fuck does that help? And is I'm saying is no, and that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. The reason that it's taken away from Roman is because it doesn't feel like it's Cody versus Roman anymore. This should have never been a bloodline versus like this should never have been a bloodline versus Cody and Seth shit. You just bugging. You just bugging. Like it's taken away from Cody. It's taken away from Cody versus Roman. Cody versus Roman don't even feel like the main event no more. We're more interested in night one than we are night two. Tell me I'm wrong in that. Tell me I'm wrong in that. Tell me I'm wrong in saying we're more interested in night one than night two. But I get that they got 4 to 5 shows left, but I can only judge on what I've seen in the last 2 months. I've said in my videos, as long as Cody finished the story, I don't give a fuck about the build. But if we're talking about week to week, this has been an L. Nobody has played their characters right. Cody at this point, I've seen no character development in Cody other than when he slapped Rock and then when he cut that promo on Monday, or was that last Monday? I forget. I think it was Monday. So there's been no character development in Cody. Roman like doesn't even feel like the final boss no more. He's literally not even being called the final boss. Roman don't even look interested no more. He doesn't. He doesn't look interested anymore. I don't know whose fault that is, but Seth Rollins has no place in this. He looks fucking goofy. You can be happy and enjoy it, but at the same time, I'm like, don't like tell me if I'm tripping. Okay, but it's not the Rock story. It's Cody and Roman. It's not the Rock story to tell right now. Tell that for WrestleMania 41. Tell that story at WrestleMania 41. Honestly, it should have been this year. It should have been this year. It should have been Rock versus Roman this year. But the problem was they were so pussy to take the title off Roman that Roman had to hold the title for another year and hold every storyline back. It should be Gunther versus Cody. It should be Gunther versus Cody for the WWE Championship this year. But it's not because they had to have Roman carry the title for the whole through 1,000 days. And now you just had to had to force Seth into this storyline for some reason. This shit's stupid. This shit is fucking stupid. It is. It is. It is. It's stupid. It's not the Rock. It's not about the Rock, bro. It's not about the Rock. And that's why you get eras because I don't know if y'all was around in 2017, like 2015. I don't know if y'all was around for 2015 to 2020. When they built this show around Brock, the ratings were terrible. They couldn't fill shows. They couldn't because they built the show around part-timers like The Rock. Because you're telling your audience not to care unless Brock Lesnar is here. You're telling the audience not to care unless The Rock is here. And you're doing the same thing now. You like it's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. You I would have accepted Cody versus Orton for the belt. You could have did that. You could have told a bunch of stories. You could have, but you held everybody back when you had Roman beat Cody last year. And now The Rock decides he wants to come back now of all times. You had 10 years to come back. Now you choose this year to come back. WrestleMania 32. Everybody was injured. Everybody and their mama was injured. You could have worked with Triple H. You could have worked with Roman Reigns then. WrestleMania 33. You could have worked with Randy Orton or Bray Wyatt or whoever. WrestleMania 34. You could have worked with Brock Lesnar or Roman or whoever. But you choose this year. I'm not gonna go through all the years, but you choose this year. You overcomplicate it. Why can't it be about Rock too though? The reason it can't be about the Rock because the Rock. It can't be about the Rock because it's about Cody. It's because this too many. There's no place for him in this story right now. It's about Roman and Cody. It's about Solo in his place. It's about Solo being the next tribal chief. It's about Jay versus Jimmy. It's about what Paul Heyman's gonna do after Roman loses the title. There's no place for The Rock right now. Not right now. The only place for Rock is versus Roman. Them tagging up makes no sense. Them tagging up isn't productive. I'll say that. It can make sense, but it's not productive because you're either going to take away from their opponents or you're going to take away from Roman. They found a way to do both. That's how he's ruined WrestleMania. That's how he's ruined the build to WrestleMania. He's made Seth look dumb. To be fair, Seth hasn't needed help making himself look dumb. Let's play devil's advocate for a moment. Rock versus Roman has been teased for 3 years. No, it's been teased for 10 years. Let's be honest. Their blood and Roman's saying he bigger than him. When do you pull the trigger on that if not this year? Next year. Next year. That's your main event for next year. That's this year. It should have been this year. That's what I'm telling y'all. It should have been Rock versus Roman last year. It should have been last year. It should have been this year or next year. You couldn't have did it last year because something fell through. You can't do it this year because, yo, I appreciate you subscribing, lunatic. It should have been this year, but you can't do it this year because you were too scared to pull the trigger last year at WrestleMania 39, and you can't do it. And you can't do it next year, or you can do it next year, but you got this dumbass shit that they doing now. Take a take away from what Rock brought more. No, he did not. No, he did not. He did not bring. He brought more casual viewers. He brought more casual viewers who's not gonna watch past WrestleMania. WrestleMania was basically already sold out before Rock, bro. If any, I think I would make the argument that he's pushed away just as many people as he's brought in. He's pushed away just as many people as he's brought in. He's bringing in casual viewers who hasn't watched WrestleMania in a long time, or he's pushed away people. He's brought in people who hasn't watched wrestling in a minute. Maybe. Even though WrestleMania was already sold out, even though they just got this $5 billion deal from Netflix, even though they just got this huge deal for SmackDown. Come on, bruh. Are we gonna act like the We Want Cody movement wasn't that big? How big it was? Are we gonna act like no? He brought back your hype. He brought back your hype. We still could have had an amazing WrestleMania. We still could have had. No, you are fucking capping. Like, okay, you just don't know what you're talking about. Wrestling at its finest. You just don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry, you don't. You don't. You know, like you just don't. Why would they give The Rock was capping? He was saying that as a heel move. You know, bro. You know Warner if Rock was a part of this deal, why did companies like Warner Bros. Discovery not want anything to do with Monday Night Raw until CM Punk came to the show? Why? That's like, explain to me that. Why did companies like Warner Bros. Not want to come to get Monday Night Raw until CM Punk came to the show? Because The Rock, you know he's about to go away for 4 months after this, right? You know he's about to go film a movie, right? Netflix and Rock on the directors of. That's not how it works, bro. Okay, so all right. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think The Rock is the reason. No, he's not a part of it. He's been on SmackDown. He's been on SmackDown. What are we talking about? He's been on SmackDown. Like what? Every pay-per-view they've done has been the highest grossing pay-per-view without The Rock. Ratings, the Renaissance era of WWE started without The Rock. What are we talking about? I'm sure they do. I'm sure they have a great relationship. Okay, but you understand though that it was companies who came in when CM Punk came in. If they knew The Rock had something to do with it, why weren't they already in? If The Rock is that big of a deal in terms of wrestling, why wouldn't they been came in? You think he didn't have a hand in the No, of course he had a part in it, but I'm not giving him that much credit. Like y'all need to understand, yes. Y'all need to understand, yes, he's a big deal, but he's not that big of a deal anymore. His football league flopped. His football league flopped. His movies flopped. That's why he's back in the first place. I give him like 2% of the credit. Right. Of course. You know why he's the highest paid in Hollywood? Because this man got Hollywood by the balls because of his production company. His production company buys the rights to all these movies. He picks which ones he wants to do, and then he makes a movie and casts himself in it as the same character of every other movie he plays. Why you think he plays the same character in every fucking movie? He tried to bully Hollywood, and when that shit didn't work out, he came back here and bullied himself in here. That's why he back. That's why he back. Black Adam flopped. No, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. This man has Hollywood by the balls because of his production company. They buy the rights to highly like coveted movie titles. They buy the rights to heavily like coveted movie titles. And then he casts himself in these movies. He has the script writers make him the main characters. And he profits from that. I'm telling y'all, it's like he literally has Hollywood by the fucking balls. Him and his production company. I'm pointing out facts. Okay, he's a smart businessman, not a fucking great actor. See, when I give them the facts, they just say you just don't like Dwayne. You just don't like The Rock. You just don't like him. I give you all the facts. You just don't like him. Oh, you're a hater. Like, I hate that shit, bruh. Like, as soon as I give y'all the facts, oh, you just hating. You just hating. He comes back to wrestling every time his stock in Hollywood drops. He comes back to wrestling every time. Why you think he came back in 2011? Why would he need to be a better actor when he's making more money? Because his movie flops. He tried to bully Hollywood. That shit didn't work. He tried to bully Hollywood. That shit didn't work. And then he came back to wrestling, something he knew he could bully because he's the biggest star from wrestling. You know he tried to get himself to win the WWE Championship, right? You know that, right? Of course, he owns the production. If he wanted a movie tomorrow, he could have it. He owns the rights to the movies. He gets the rights to these movies. He has his film writer, like he has these writers write a script up, and that's the reason he plays the same character in every movie. That's just no, it's what happens. What like sorry, King Mike. I can't even react to your video no more, bro. It's look. As soon as I come with the facts, then they say, "Oh, you're just a hater." I hate that shit. I really do. I really do. Look at this. Every time. It's what
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has had a major box office film every single year for the past 2 decades. Nearly all of them were an overwhelming financial success, with the exception.
I understand that, Ryle. I understand that. I understand that you don't take it serious, but this is something that I very much do. I take the the backstage shit. I take everything that goes into wrestling very serious because it's something I care about. It's something that I love. Is there a link to the Discord? I'll get it for you in a second. All right. I appreciate you. There's something that I take very serious. It is. Maybe too serious, I don't know. But at this point, it's my job to take it serious. It's what I talk about. This is what I make money off of. This is what I pay my bills with. So yes, I take it very serious. This is stuff that I care about. Do y'all want to go into this video? Do y'all want to get into this video? Yes, I'm not saying The Rock is a bad guy, but he got Hollywood by the balls. Like, are we disagreeing? Like, he's not like he's a genius as a businessman. He is. He really is. He's a genius as a businessman, but that's not a reflection of him as an actor. That's not a reflection of him as a wrestler. That's not a reflection of him as a performer. I think Drake got Drake is a great artist. I'm not gonna do that. I can't really compare it to anybody. I can't. Y'all just gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop confusing being a draw with being a talent.
Of a few. Over the years, The Rock has stamped himself as one of the most successful and beloved entertainers
My
of
point
all.
of even bringing all this up is the fact that he comes to wrestling when his movies don't do that good. Whenever his stock drops in Hollywood, he comes back to wrestling. I think we all agree. Do we all agree? WWE, The Rock needs WWE more than WWE needs The Rock. Do we all agree? Do we all agree? Hey, don't talk about Miles' music, man. Hey, Miles is the GOAT. Do we all agree? We got a yes. We got a yes. Yes, we agree. Larry Appleton, what's up, man? I disagree. Rock is bigger than the WWE. You're bugging. You're bugging. Nobody is bigger than the WWE. Nobody is bigger than the WWE. Nobody is. Nobody is bigger than the WWE. John Cena not bigger than WWE. Not The Rock. Not Stone Cold. Not Brock Lesnar. Not even Roman Reigns. Nobody is bigger than WWE. Because as soon as Roman Reigns goes out, Braun Breaker. Soon as Hulk Hogan leaves, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. Soon as Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels phase out, Stone Cold, Rock, Triple H, Shawn, you know what I'm saying? Soon as Undertaker leaves, Bray Wyatt. Come on, bro. Like nobody is bigger than the WWE. We're talking in wrestling. They will replace you. As soon as John Cena leaves, oh, okay, Roman Reigns, here you go. Even if y'all don't fuck with Roman Reigns, y'all remember how bad Roman Reigns got it? Do y'all remember? Bro, respectfully, haven't been watching that long. You just compare wrestlers to a superstar like the bro. It doesn't, bro. They were doing their best business without The Rock. WrestleMania sold out without The Rock. Everyone gets replaced in WWE. CM Punk, you want to leave? Okay, here you go, Daniel Bryan. Here we go, Seth Rollins. Here you go, Dean Ambrose. We got another indie darling. WrestleMania was sold out without The Rock. No, he didn't. Bro, like in terms of his legacy, he will always be a better wrestler than a good. He will always be a better wrestler than an actor. Yes. Let's not forget WWE fired The Rock and begged him to come back in 2011. Did they beg him? Did they beg him? You tell me. Am I tripping? I don't think they begged him. I've never heard about them begging